Liam, caught up with you. I caught up with you about 4 weeks ago, and we had a little conversation, and you said to me that you hope you were going to be out early in March. Weren't sure where, weren't sure when, weren't sure what for. We weren't even sure who you were against.
Yeah.
And then about a week ago, I was down at Rydale Gym chatting to Jake Barton because he's fighting on our show on March 4th, and he said he's fighting you. And I went, no. And he went, yeah. And it wasn't all finalised, it was, I don't know who proposed it. He said that you'd actually asked for the fight. But you wanted it as an eliminator for the central area. And I think it took a couple of weeks, but it's been approved now.
Yeah.
So a big jump up for both of you. Even though he has fought for the central area before against Mickey Ellison, and he came unstuck. I think he got stopped in the 6th round. But it was a great fight. It really was a good fight. But you both, I think your last fight was a 6th rounder.
Yeah.
So your big jump for you. At least he's prepared for a 10 rounder before he didn't complete it. Why? Why is this happening? I'm glad it's happening, but why?
It's just the way things are with boxing nowadays. You know, I think I'm past that journeyman stage now. I think things are getting a bit dead, so we need to spice things up a bit.
Well, do you know something? We spoil. You know, we talk about this, and
it's a good show, isn't it?
It's one of the best shows we've put on in Liverpool in recent times. We've got a title fight on there. Brandon Dior fighting Ashley Lane for the vacant light fly title. We've got a couple of rematches on there where the opponents drew with them last time out, so that always good fun. Obviously, it's you and Jake Barton, both prospects. You know, like I say, crazy fight. We got Matthew Rennie, who's unbeaten, fighting another kid who's unbeaten, and a lot of good learning fights on there. So out of the 10 or 11 fights, I've not got the card with me in front of us, but I think there's 10 or 11 bouts on there. We've got 5 50-50 fights.
Yeah, I know. Good show.
It is, and you know what's weird, like I say, 4 weeks ago when I was talking about it, we didn't know what, when or where. But now, I said, well, we might even see you on one of our shows, but I never thought I'd see you as chief support on one of our shows, and that's what you've been elevated to.
Yeah, I know, excited, yeah.
And here we are, we're down at the Rotunda, where I don't think you can get any better preparation for this, could you?
No.
Sparring Callum Smith?
Yeah, second time.
So what did you do? Because you sparred him last week, so I presume that's a good sign, because he's got a big fight, a fight that he can't afford to slip up with, because hopefully he comes through this. I think he fights a week after you on March the 11th. If he comes through this fight, then he's almost guaranteed that world title fight that he wants to become a two-weight world champion. So he's not going to be asking you to come and move around with him if you're not bringing anything to the table.
So yeah, it's
good. Nice confidence booster, isn't it?
Yeah, said it's styles, isn't it? Styles makes fight, styles make sparring. So good. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, but do you know again about this fight? You know, it's so evenly balanced between you and Jake Barton, because I know he's slightly more experienced you as a pro. I think this is going to be his 10th fight. This is going to be your 7th fight, is it?
Yeah.
But he never had any amateur background. He came from Thai boxing. So you had I think you had about 20 odd fights as an amateur?
19 I think I had.
Yeah. And you did well in the development championships, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I got to the semi-finals, the nationals. I won that NTK tournament. I only went in a few, so.
Well, rugby was your game before boxing, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So realistically, that evens it up, then, doesn't it? Your amateur background helps you to bring a little bit more into the table, because, like you say, you had no idea of boxing, because it was kickboxing and boxing, 2 different sports.
Yeah.
But he has actually kept what you have. You've both got very good feet. Both got nice movement.
Yeah.
Both can bang a little bit.
Yeah.
Are we in for fireworks?
Yeah, it should be exciting. I'm excited.
Yeah, do you know something? I like I say, when I went down to Rydale, it was only about 10 days ago. I thought they were having a laugh with me. I thought they were taking a mickey.
So we were waiting for ages for the board to like actually confirm it. So.
And we're not sure yet. I don't want to jinx it or anything like that. But there's a good possibility if Mickey Ellison vacates before the fight happens, then the fight could be elevated to actual for the title. So that's a lovely added bonus because it's eliminator, and I believe you could actually just fight an 8-rounder as an eliminator for the Central Area title, but you chose straight away to do the 10 rounds just in case it happened. So mentally you're prepared for whatever happens. If it gets upgraded to the belt, then you're still preparing for what you were preparing for before. With an added bonus of becoming a champion, and at 22 and so early on in your career, that is, I don't think you could have, if you were planning your career, I don't think anyone would have planned that, would you, inside 7 fights?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It made me team, I'm ready, so it's the right move to make.
Yeah, well, like I say, something, this is what we need. Like we just said, it's a great show. We've got quite a few people doing this. Hopefully it's going to continue. We've got a show in Wigan on the 18th, which is very similar. We've got Prospect v Prospect. I think we've got about 4 fights on that card that are genuine 50-50 fights. So if this is the way the rest of the season continues,
it's good to see, isn't it?
It is, mate. I think boxing needs it. Boxing needs it, and we need people like yourselves and like Jake who are not afraid to say yes. And Jake's done it a couple of times. I think in lockdown he fought a kid called Ollie Newham. I think he was 7 or 8-0 at the time, and I think Jake was about 4-0, and again, nothing on the line, just bragging rights. I think it was his first 6-rounder. Luckily enough, he stopped the kid in the second round with a peach of a left hook. And that's what I was saying about this. You both got nice movement, but you also both can bang. In fact, when you made your debut on a VIP show, it wasn't your debut, it was your second fight, but it was a debut on a VIP show. You got a first round stoppage against a cruiserweight, basically.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It is, mate. It is. Well, obviously I'm holding you up now because you're just about to get ready to spar Callum. So I'm going to go and watch that with a little smile on my face and look forward to chatting to you on the 4th of March, one way or another. Obviously I'm Team VIP, so I've got to be slightly biased, but I like you, and I spoke to you before you made your debut, so what I'm going to say is, may the best man win.
Yes, definitely. Nice one, Lee.
Leon, you take care, mate.
Cheers,
bye.
Mate, you too.
Boxing, info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north. Click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.